So, well, poop is still sitting there. Pooper. Pooper, Cooper, ow. Pooper, Cooper. I should have put on makeup. I look like a trash can. Hello. Hello. My day has been okay. Hasn't been awful. It's been really hot here, like very abnormally hot. Hello, everyone. Hello. Kyle, thank you for the likes. I didn't know anyone was in here when I said that, but thank you. Hi, everyone. Hello. It's still so early in the day. Anna, thank you for the likes. It's also 70 degrees here. It was like 87 here earlier. That's crazy. Especially since it's gonna snow on Monday. So I'm like, why is it gonna snow when it's 80 degrees here? Vanessa, thank you for the applause. Hi, Alona. Hello. It's so hot. Jenna, thank you. You're fantastic. I appreciate you. England says, hey, it's pretty late in England. I know, Ohio is absolutely insane. It's just very, very cold. Will you come sit with me? What is green that's on you? It looks like grass stains. Come here. Don't leave. I want to hold you. Come here, step up. Oh. He doesn't want my attention, he just wants to sit on his chair. Thank you, Kyle. Where's Jordan? She's at work. It's 1 a.m. in England. Oh, that's not actually that early. Well, you know, for most normal people it probably is. Exotic animal lover, thank you for the applause. Connecticut, yes. East Coast weather's kind of crazy too. Your snake escaped her cage last night and your mom freaked out. She didn't get... Oh, thank goodness you found her. It's very strange. I upgraded my snake's cages recently, and they have like locks all across the top of them. And they got like one of mine got out with all of the locks clipped. And I fear constantly now because I'm like, what if she gets out again? Or he. Sorry. Give me your attention, Burb. I love him, but he won't give me attention. Your free spin has 20 minutes left. I'll probably still be on in 20 minutes. I probably won't stream very long because I still have to work a little bit more tonight, but we'll see. They're good at getting out of places. Woo! Your doggo Kruger has to be put down on Wednesday. No, I'm so sorry. Sebi, thank you for the likes. I would ask what happened. If you don't want to discuss it, you don't have to, but if you want to vent about it, here we are. You want to get a bigger tank for Pepsi, but that's a lot of money and she's fine. Is she fine, Alona? Is she fine? Upgrade. I'm just kidding. Well, it'll come. Just check like Craigslist and stuff and see if they have anything. Are reptiles from expos bred ethically, by the way? It depends on who you go to. There's like some bigger breeders that go to expos, I know. None around here. I don't know if it's because my expo doesn't allow the bigger breeders, but I know that my dad's closing the garage door and I have to leave. Okay, anyway. A lot of Tiona, thank you for the applause. Some expos have like triple L reptiles and like, I don't know, there's like some bigger vendors, you know, but for the most part, like all of the ones that I've seen at my expo are pretty good. There's like a couple people that I tend to avoid, but it's just like you just kind of get to know the people after a while. You know who to like avoid, you know what I mean? At work, when you get shipments of animals, you're always paranoid about snakes being loose. Did anyone see, I forget, I think it was another animal YouTuber. She made a video and like a corn snake got out of the cage and like got into the finch cage and like constricted the finch in the store. It's crazy. Let's see. Snoop Frog or the snails? I don't really handle Snoop Frog or the snails just because, like, my oily human hands are not great for their delicate, not human skin. I've never, thankfully, had to put anything to sleep yet. Well, no, that's a lie. Just kidding. I had to put 2 things to sleep, 1 snake and a tegu, and that was hard. He had internal bleeding that randomly started. Oh no, really aggressive cancer. Cancer's so terrible. It's just like, it can come on like whenever, and it can be like, you know, mild and go away, or it can be like really aggressive and be there like, you know, hard. You're going to the Reptile Expo in Cincinnati on May 20th. Will you be there? Probably. I'll probably be there. I can't think of anything that would like intervene with it. I know I'll be there this month. I'm doing good. How are you? Sean. I was about to say Cian. That's not how you say that. It's Sean. You were in Idaho and you almost got nailed by a ringneck snake. Oh no. Your crocodile skink loves to go outside on the back porch. Oh my gosh, that's probably adorable. I don't know much about them. There's a snow corn snake at the pet store you work at that always escapes. Some of them are just really, really, really good at escaping. Like, I've had ball pythons that have just been really good escape artists. Hello, Danica. You found out your leopard gecko was a boy. What's a good reptile for a 55-gallon tank? You can get, like, different kinds of frogs. I'm trying to think. It's like 55 gallons are hard because they're, like, more vertical than they are, like, floor space. So it kind of, like, narrows down the selection. But you can get, like, you can make, like, a bioactive terrarium for, like, frogs. Did you just fall? Why did you do that? Come here, step up. What the heck was that? He's like, bye. He's gonna go right back to his chair and not pay attention to me at all. Yep. With bearded dragons, I don't know. 40-gallon breeders like have like the floor space for them, but I don't know if it's more. I think 55 gallons are more like narrow. Have I ever been bitten by a mildly venomous snake? No, I have not. I could just show them with the camera, but I'd have to carry my computer in there, and their like lights are already off for the night, so yeah. It would be hard. And also, actually, Snoop Frog is moving into his new terrarium tonight, I think. Well, Jenna, I hope everything goes all right. I'm very sorry to hear about them. Would you ever buy animals from BHB Reptiles? I don't know. I don't really, probably not. Usually anymore, I don't really even buy reptiles. I just get them as rescues, honestly. Or, because, like, I like leaving, like, the space open for reptiles. Oh my gosh, leopard gecko. Hi, how are you? And so I like leaving the space open for, like, reptiles that need help instead of, you know, buying them. But, yeah. Your crocodile skink hates going to the pool. Is it a dog? Would you ever own any rodents? And if so, what kind? I have, rats right now. Would dart frogs be too good, or is it too big for them? I think it would be just fine as long as you, as long as they can, like, find their food. If you feed them in, like, the same spot every time, they should know, like, where it is. My shirt said, yes, I really do need all of these reptiles, and it's so cute. If anyone's wondering where I got it on Etsy, so I don't even know. I guess if you search up, like, reptile shirt, I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere. Would you ever own a capybara? Probably not. Megan is also streaming. I didn't know that. You're going to be in Ohio again next week. Where are you going to be in Ohio? Oh, Tori. I think I like the song. I'm not really sure, to be completely honest. Talk about Kenyan sand boas. What would you like to know about Kenyan sand boas? There's a lot to say. They're just cute and adorable. Mine, hopefully, is eating right now. Picky little snake. But, yeah. Is Megan live right now? I don't see her, like, anywhere on the top chart thingy, but... See a burb. You do see a burb. My pigeon. Hey. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Thanks. It is my bird. Can an iguana replace a dog? I don't know what you mean by replace. They have very different care requirements. But I think they take a lot of time, like dogs do. Do you approve of Petco selling poison dart frogs? I didn't even know that they sold poison dart frogs, but I don't really approve of Petco selling any animals, so no. You can keep pigeons. This is a pigeon. Tori, I agree. Very sad. You're acclimating your new beta right now. Congratulations. You started the whole thing with the name pronouncing. It was you. I think it's Kara, hopefully. Megan of Happy Tales. Yeah, I don't know. Someone said she was streaming. I do think mice are cute. They're super cute. I used to have mice. But it's warm enough, and Thimble got released, and Pumpkin is now with someone else who has mice. I can't bring out one of my ball pythons because they all just ate, like, literally an hour ago. Yay! I'm very glad I helped you with the hamster wheel. I'm glad we got that sorted out. I wasn't very sure because I don't have hamsters, so I'm glad that I was able to help you by finding other people that could help you. Yeah, I guess what I've gathered from crocodile skinks is that they're pretty, like, flighty. The last time you went to Petco, you got a leash quick and walked by the fish, and one tank had only dead fish. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Have you ever had those times where you forget something simple? I forgot your burb's name. His name is Cooper. 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 What are you doing? Hi. Hi. What are you doing? That was a cute noise. How many pets do I have? I think like 30, I think. Yeah, I think I have 30. I don't know. I literally haven't counted. Everyone always asks me and I'm like, I don't count. But I haven't gotten anything new since the pigeons, and since the pigeons it's been like quite a while since I got one before. I think my last thing before that was like a tarantula, and it was like December or something. So it's been like a while. Hello, Callum, how are you? Cooper sees the world outside the window. He likes sitting out there and bird watching. Watching all of the free birds that aren't stuck inside of houses like he is. Safe from the hawks and all the things that grab them from my backyard. You found someone who's housing 2 corn snakes in what looks like a 15-gallon, but I don't have the money to get them. Oh no, it's so sad. I saw someone sent me, actually, and not I saw, I won't take credit for it. Someone sent me an ad on Craigslist the other day from like a Craigslist in Georgia, and someone was advertising like a hamster, and like the hamster was actually a gerbil, and it was in like a critter trail cage with like very minimal bedding, and I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, bye Callum. Thanks for coming. You're not that late. It's only been 12 minutes. Welcome. Are you vegan? Because I want to be, but I struggle because I live with people who love meat. Do you have advice? I'm not vegan, but this week I am. I'm raw vegan this week, so I'm not eating like anything cooked or like anything heated above 118 degrees. So it's been really difficult in that sense because I really like cooked food, but it seems normal otherwise, because usually I just eat like rice and vegetables anyway, but I can't eat rice, and I was just really dying for a grilled cheese, but normally I'm like polo vegetarian, so I only eat chicken. Ha. Goodbye. Goodbye, exotic animal lover. Hey, Krusty just got a new tank and had crickets for the first time. Congratulations. How awesome was Exotic's last video? I don't know which one you're talking about. Oh, the one about the, yeah, I thought you were talking about the bearded dragon one. The one about the pet tube thing, yeah, I agree. A lot of it is very true. I mean, it sucks that we have to make, like, my channel is dead. First of all, I haven't posted in, like, over a week now, which I should be. I'm actually going to film later on once I'm finished work. But don't you dare. Ew. Gosh, baby pigeons, like, squirt poop. It's crazy. They squirt distance. It's insane. But I haven't posted in a week, but my channel's just, like, dead, and I'm like, ugh, I have to make some kind of video that's gonna attract people's attention, but I don't want to because that's not really what I want to do. I just want to do what I want to do, and you know, but it's fine. You just had grilled cheese day at school. I'm screaming. Do you see the whole thing with Pages and Paper? I know it happened a few weeks ago, but I wanted to hear your opinion. Yes, I saw that, and it's disgusting. I don't know whatever came of it. I don't know if I followed up, but I know it happened a couple weeks ago, and I tried to follow, and she denied my follow request like 3 times, so I just gave up. I did get a baby pigeon. I got another one as a friend for Cooper. But, yeah, they're not together yet. What's the worst cat and dog food in your opinion? It's hard to pick like just one bad one, but like a lot of Purina foods are really bad. So like dog food, it would probably be like Purina or like Pedigree. And cat food, it would probably be, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know too much about cat food. A lot of Purina cat foods are really bad, but I don't really know any like worse than Purina cat foods because I haven't really looked into it too much. I've been mainly dog based. Hello. Hello, Stormy. How are you? You tasted dog food. I haven't tasted, well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't tasted my dog's like food because it's like a lot of meat and like no. But my like I've had like dog biscuits before that like they're really actually good. They're called Grandma Lucy's dog biscuits and they're so good. I literally bought them to eat by myself. Sarikson, I hope I said that right. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the bars. You are so great. Thank you. Did you go to a pet expo in Florida recently, like late March? I did not. I haven't been to Florida in a long time, but I'll be there in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks today. Royal Canin is bad. At least in the US it's bad. I've heard that the formulation's different in the UK, but I don't really know too much about that. And I also don't know all of the lines of Royal Canin, just in general that I know a lot of Royal Canin is bad. My collie. I don't know if I'll show Ellie because my dad's awake and I don't really want to be around my dad when I'm live streaming because he's kind of a killjoy. You love all of my reptile videos. Thank you. I should be doing, well, it'll kind of include my reptiles, but I have a video at the end of the month preparing to leave, so I'm going to show like what I do to prepare to leave on like vacation. And like go over me setting up everything and getting everybody ready. Can you eat pigeons? Yes, you can. It's called squab when you eat them. Baby pigeons are called squab, but the pigeon meat is also called squab. And apparently it's like kind of expensive, but I've never eaten them and I'm not going to. How many mice do I have? I have 0 mice now. Your mom was sure she met you there. I thought that would be insane. So if you're Canadian, we only go once a year. Nope, that was not me. Definitely. I mean, I was like thinking about it, but there's like no way it was me. I wasn't out of Ohio, so not me. Sorry. Your dog eats Lily's kitchen food. It's grain-free and natural because she has a skin condition. I've never heard of that, but Stormy, what is your idea? I have 7 pet rats. Used to be a fluffy pet kind of gal, but your YouTube videos have expanded my pet horizons. I'm glad. I think I used to be kind of like more of like fluffy stuff too back when I was younger, and then I like just learned the magic of having reptiles, and it just kind of changed my life. So here we are. How many frozen mice do I have right now? Ooh. Well, considering I have a buttload of frozen mice for my tegus, I probably have like at least 50. And then I have like some thawing out right now. So like probably at least 50. I do have a corn snake, Cody. His name is Noodle. He's adorable. He's a good snake. My Instagram is Maddie Moo. Hold on. I'll show you it. Because it's different. Also, if you're on YouTube, I can't see your comments, so if you click on the link in the description and come to YouNow, it's free and it's fun and I can see your comments. So my tegus are still hibernating. Deja Gu is asleep for the night. I already turned her lights off. And but there's my Instagram. Da, 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 da. But yeah, my 2 other tegus are still hibernating. So I'm like, please wake up. I miss you. But also at the same time, when they wake up, they go into like, well, after a couple weeks, they go into like full swing of food and they eat a lot. So I would not mind if they stayed like kind of dormant until after I got back from Orlando. I don't support PETA. Nope. I don't generally support zoos, but my local zoo, I support them because they're good. Pretty good. You're drawing your lizard at school, and my art teacher asked where I caught him. I was like, he's a pet, I bought him. She was like, oh, you keep it? It's so crazy to me that some people think that, like, reptiles aren't like pets or something. Well, that sounded like kind of weird. Okay. But some people, when you say like, I own a snake, they're like, you can keep those as pets? And you're like, yes, where have you been? I have no idea. Oh wait, you're asking who it is. Okay, so Pages and Paper is like was an Instagram account that I don't really even know. Did like quotes and stuff from books. I don't know, but she had a banana ball python that she was painting like with paint, and it had like a lot of stuck shed and amongst everything, basically. She was painting it with paint, first of all. That's like the big thing. But it had a lot of stuck shed and the paint was like staining the snake. Do I have any advice for newborn puppies? Like, are you hand raising them or like is the mom raising them? Why don't I support PETA? They do like a lot of like not great things. A lot of them don't, you know, like I literally cannot speak. Hold on. They don't approve of keeping like animals as pets at all. And they don't even have like a formal like adoption thing. I think they euthanize like 90% of the animals that they intake, which is absolutely insane. Because they're like, oh, they're better off dead than they are living in a home because, you know, homes aren't supposed to have animals because they're not supposed to be kept in captivity like that. But yeah, I think some of their videos do a good job at highlighting like what happens behind the scenes at slaughterhouses and stuff. But other than that, I don't like them at all. Hello, Emmeline. I love you too. Which of your animals is your favorite? I can't pick like an overall favorite of my animals, but I love them. Can you house a tegu in your room with a heat lamp and a place with higher humidity? I don't have space for a terrarium. I mean, technically you can free roam tegus, but they can be like really destructive. Oh my gosh, Paige, thank you so much for the bars. You're fantastic. Woo! Everyone go fan Paige. She's absolutely wonderful. Here, wait, Cooper, come say thank you to Paige. She just bought you 1 cob of corn. Nope, nothing. He thanks you. He just likes his chair a little bit too much. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they can be like really destructive. Their poop is really nasty, and if you have carpet down, it's like seriously disgusting. But yeah, I mean, so technically people do free roam things. Galago, hope I said that right. Thank you for the applause. And yeah, so you can free roam them, but it's like difficult, and yeah, basically there it is. People who claim to be affiliated with PETA broke into the pet shop and the zoo I work at and stole thousands of dollars of reptiles and killed them. Okay, there's that. That's awful. The mom is raising them. Just make sure that, like, if you're worried about the newborn puppies, you can, like, get, like, a gram scale and just weigh them every day and just make sure that they're putting on weight. But usually if the mom is, like, taking care of them, they should be fine unless you notice, like, anything going wrong. Like, they're, like, losing weight or they're constantly crying or the mom's, like, refusing to nurse them. Is Tyler Rocky related to you in any way? No, he is not. Snake yoga. Oh my gosh. I can't even bend my body. I can't even touch my toes. I'm the worst, like, first of all, the worst in general, but also the worst for yoga. Because yoga sounds like it would be so much fun to me, but I literally cannot bend. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, Rebecca. That is okay. 10 likes is still okay. Should I go for a bike ride? I want to, but at the same time, I don't. Go for it if you want to. It's really warm here, but it's also, you know, now dark. Sam, thank you for the likes. My mom has always begged me to get into yoga. My pigeon looks delicious. Thanks. Any reptiles that don't have massive lifespans but are good for beginners? Gonza, thanks for the likes. See, with reptiles, it's hard because a lot of them have, like, pretty long lifespans. I guess bearded dragons have relatively short lifespans for like, reptiles, because, like, they usually don't exceed, like, 15 years, typically. So that's, like, relatively short lifespan-wise. Tricolored hognoses only live, like, I don't even know if there's been anybody that's kept them over 7 years. Like, a max of, like, 9 years, maybe. So tricolored hognoses don't live long at all. I don't know how long fire-bellied toads live, either. But, like, maybe some species of frog. I don't know. The only ones I know are the tricolored hognose doesn't live long and the bearded dragon doesn't live like super long. If you consider, 15 years, not like super long. Your mom works somewhere and someone asked if they sold snake jerky. Oh my gosh. They do that? I guess they do everything, let's be honest. Have you ever been to London? I have not been to London. You can just spam to get rid of your coins. That is okay. If you click the 10 likes really fast, it'll like group them all together. So it's not as like spammy. That's what I do all the time. Every time someone has tried to keep dragon snakes in captivity, they don't live more than 6 months. Yeah. With dragon snakes, like that's like not really having like a short lifespan. That's just like them not doing well in captivity though. I've looked into like dragon snake care before and it's like not recommended to keep them in captivity. Carly, thanks for the likes. Alligator jerky. I feel like I've heard of alligator jerky. Reptile lover, you're getting a crested gecko tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. Are you going to an expo? I have no idea how to work YouNow, but you heard your name. You gave me likes, and I said thank you. Thanks, Rebecca. You followed my Instagram. I appreciate you. Thank you. Can you house 2 snakes together? Not typically. I think maybe garter snakes can be kept together, but even still, I wouldn't do it. Especially, like, without doing, like, a ton of research on it first. It's like Gabe's got it. It's like if you go down to the little chat and like it's all the way at the bottom. Am I going to an expo this weekend? No. Unless my expo is this weekend, which I don't think it is, but someone messaged me about it. But I'm pretty sure it's next weekend on the 22nd. Yeah. Have you ever... I don't know if anyone heard that, but that was like my funny bone making direct contact with my phone. You're getting a cresty from a local breeder. That's so exciting. Do crested or leopard geckos make better first reptiles? I've actually never had a leopard gecko, but I know they're pretty easy, but I'd say probably crested geckos make easier pets because they don't need supplemental heat or anything. I'm not sure if I don't know if I already said this. I don't know if I've ordered anything from Dr. Foster's and Smith. I feel like maybe I have, but I don't remember. There's a pet expo near you this weekend, but you might not be able to go. Oh my gosh, you should try to go. Where do you live? That always sounds so creepy when I ask people that. You're going scuba diving in Monterey, California. I hope I said that right. And plan on making amino posts about marine reptiles. That's so exciting. I had an eel go after my face when I was scuba diving in Hawaii. Or not scuba diving, snorkeling, I apologize. Yoga time, have fun. Is it only on computer? I don't think so. I've given 10 likes on mobile before, but I don't think you can like spam it really fast when you're on mobile. The Boy Wild, thanks for the likes. Do you want or have you considered ferrets? I used to have ferrets when I was younger, but the one I ended up giving to my friend because her ferret died and I like didn't have enough time for both of them while I was in school. And then I was like, the other one is sad. So I ended up giving him to like a ferret rescue local to me because the owner wanted to adopt him because he was like deaf and she had just lost her deaf panda ferret and he was a deaf panda ferret and he was so fantastic. He was like the light of my life at the time. And he ended up dying because he had like a stomach ulcer. So he died like 6 months after that. And I got like a text and I was just like, what the heck? It was so sad. Thank you for the likes, Love Truffles. Would you know any reason why a cockatiel would be so aggressive even though you've never mistreated it? Probably fear, honestly. Can you put a betta fish in a tank with other fish? It depends on what other fish. I'm sure that there's fish forums that you can look at. I'm not super well informed on fish, so I don't really want to speak about it too much for fear of misinforming people, but I think betas can be kept with like platies and mollies. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but you have to get like a bigger tank than just like a 2.5 gallon. Have you ever heard of a girl named Ashley Idell? I don't think so. I'm sorry. I've been okay. How have you been? It has been worse, but it also has been much better. We'll say that. You're going to take your dog Sam for a walk for the 3rd time today. That sounds like a good day. Was it you that said your neighbor killed your tegu? Yes. Not my neighbor, but my neighbor's lawn people killed my tegu. Your view on the girl who feeds her fennec fox a vegan diet. I think it's pretty disgusting, and I think she should stop feeding it a vegan diet. I don't think, like, many carnivorous, I say that every single time, carnivorous animals do very well on a vegan diet. Fennec foxes included. Ashley has a super cool Instagram. She has a lot of reptiles. It's great. I'll have to check her out. Some hate tank mates and other will tolerate bottom feeders. It's hard with other betas, or not with other betas. Don't do that. Hard with other fish in the betas tank because they can like fin nip and stuff. Your cocktail's missing a claw. It might have been the... Is it like missing for good? Or like did it just like... Is it like off? Or is it like missing like part of its toe? Like it won't grow back? Is it possible to report her to animal control or something? The girl with the vegan fox, I don't think so, because technically like she's taking care of it enough to like sustain its life. So, Crazy for Creatures, thank you so much for the bars. This is my bird. Will you come over here? This is Cooper. He's like, put me back on my chair. He's getting so big. The Crafty J, thank you so much for the applause. Wasn't there a video somewhere saying she regrets it? I don't know, but she should find a new home for it if she regrets it. Yeah, because she shouldn't be doing that. Your local Petco had a great solution when they had too many male betas, and they put a bunch of them in a tank together. You're sassy. You're so sassy. Regrets feeding it vegan. I don't know. I didn't see that. I watched part of her video, but it was also, like, very, very long. And, like, I had gotten summaries on, like, a lot of other websites of, like, the whole situation that had happened. She lives in Spain where animal welfare laws aren't really sick. I've never heard of her saying she has regrets. You're always stream when I'm at work. Now my break is over. Good night, Katrina. Thank you for coming. My favorite non-domestic animal. Polar bears. I like polar bears a lot. I don't know why, really. Like, because I always stick with... Does anyone else do this? Like, you get an animal that's your favorite in your head, and you get a color that's your favorite in your head, and you say that, but I feel like I never wear the color that I typically say is my favorite color, and... I think a lot of animals are, like, cuter or, like, I don't know, different. Like, maybe I favor them more than I did when I was younger, but I still automatically resort back to the favorite color that I had when I was little and the favorite animal I had when I was little. Does anyone else do that? Just me? Yeah, that's purple for me, too. I'm like, I love purple, but in reality, I'm like, maroon is probably my favorite color, like maroon, black, and gray. Because, like, I never wear purple, and I never choose anything purple. That was so cute. Just thought I'd let you know. I have not heard Nicki Minaj's new song. How do you keep a cat still? I have to brush him daily, but he hates it. I don't know how to make it easier for him. Ooh, this is a question for me, because my cat is the stillest cat. I don't know. I know some people, like, scruff them, but it can be, like, stressful. But... You could do that, and I know they also make, like, bags to put them in somehow, like grooming bags, but I don't know how those work. Again, I have the world's, like, easiest cat, so I'm the worst person to answer your question on, like, how to make a cat more calm. Your crested gecko will only eat if you hold her bowl or put it on my finger. Really? My crested gecko won't eat when I'm in the room. It's frustrating, because I'm like, I want to feed you, you know, like, tongue feed you insects and stuff. Nothing. You're walking down a dark alley with your dog, so it's spooky and it makes it creepy since it is Friday the 13th. Has anything bad happened to me today, really? No, it's been lovely outside, to be completely honest with you. It's been, like, really super warm. It was, like, 87 degrees out today, and I'm in Ohio, so, like, typically it's around, like, 30 or 40. Okay, other people are saying it's also you. Yeah, see, like... I need to change my favorite animal, and I need to change my favorite color because I'm just sticking with what I know. Maybe it's just me not wanting to, like, accept the fact that, you know, I'm no longer 4 years old, but here we are. Your sister's cat is getting a lion's cut. That will be so cute. Do you know of a self-cleaning litter box that works well? I do not. I know a lot of them usually get jammed. I've heard of some litter boxes where I've never personally used them, but I know back when I worked at the pet shop, somebody like really vouched for them. There's like 2 different boxes, and you pour the litter in there, and then you lift it and like sifts it, like a self-sifting litter box. But I've never used them before either, and I know somebody also said that they had a self-sifting litter box, and it like they went to sift it and it just like cracked. So, you know, I don't really know. I just use the old-fashioned scoop, and it works just fine for me. Can you keep an adult Krusty in a 12 by 12 by 18? I would not. That seems pretty small. My juvenile crested gecko was in a 18 by 18 by 18. Yeah, an 18 by 18 by 18. But once they get like adult size, they should go into the 18 by 18 by 24 or larger. But I know like breeders typically keep them in 12 by 12 by 18, so that's why you might see some people on YouTube keeping them in 12 by 12 by 18s and not in 18 by 18 by 24s. Your friend has a Ouija board. I want to ask her if we can use it at the local abandoned building. Don't. That sounds literally terrible and so scary. Don't do that. I know, I'm streaming so early. It's so early for me. I also have work later, and then I want to film. So I just really, really need to film, because I had videos filmed with Puffin and Cooper, and Puffin's dead now. So we have to refilm those. So, yeah. Do you watch Mzotic? I do. I watch a lot of pet YouTubers. Gabe, thank you for the likes. Tried to catch up on the chat, I'm sorry. Layla from Snapchat. Hello, Layla from Snapchat. Lori, thank you for the bars. I don't know if that was probably a hefty free spin. I appreciate you. I act 4 all of the time. You're getting a baby, so you wanted to know before it gets an adult. Yes, I would get, when I had my little baby crested gecko, I kept it in like a little tub until I was sure it was eating and pooping correctly. So I kept like a paper towel down, and I was just like making sure that it was, you know, eating and pooping before I put it in with substrate. The Wolf Girl, thank you for the likes. Charlotte, thank you for the likes. Do you know Tyler Ruggie? No. I don't know who that is at all. Please let me know. His name sounds familiar. I've never seen Flatliners, nor have I heard of that. My one pigeon died like a week and 1 day after I got it, and literally 27 hours after I took it to the vet, and it got like cleared for being healthy. And I wasn't sure about it, and I literally was beating myself up about it. I was like, what if it was this? What if it was this? What if it was something I did? What if I didn't do enough research? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just in terrible spirits. And I ended up taking it back to the vet, and I did the Wolf Girl, thank you for the bars. And I did a necropsy on it. Or they did a necropsy on it, I suppose. And found out that she was born with a large liver. So it was like she was basically destined to die. So my luck is very, very, very bad with animals that I get. And first of all, I should say I almost never get animals from breeders. I usually rescue. So, and usually when I rescue, I'm the one doing the rescuing. So it's like I'm the one who has to like rehabilitate them or whatever. So I have a lot of issues with that. So I only take in like hospice cases or whatever else happens with that. So when I get animals from breeders, I'm just like, oh, thank goodness, something that's not going to die. You know, I'm going to take it to the vet. It's going to clear. It's going to be clear. It's going to be fine, and it's going to live. So of course I get these pigeons from a breeder, take them to the vet. They're perfectly fine. I was like, what a sigh of relief. The next day, the one is dying. And I'm like, are you serious? My shirt says, yes, I really do need all these reptiles, and it has, you know, some cute reptiles on it. Good night, Fitness Goal 39. I do like Taylor Swift music. I'm really good at naming pets. How do you come up with such suiting names? My brain is disgusting with pun names. My new pigeon, I was going to name Squabbert, which is like squab, which is a baby pigeon, or pigeon meat, and then, you know, Robert, Squabbert. But the breeder that I got it from was like, oh, this one has a narrow head, so it kind of looks like it might be a hen, but you can't really be sure. So, Kennedy, thank you for the likes. So, I don't want to name it Squabbert, because I've been naming things like kind of gender neutral, even though Cooper is kind of a boy name, but you know, whatever. Because I don't want it to end up being a girl and have the name Squabbert, you know what I mean? Why no banded gecko on shirt? I don't know. I didn't make the shirt. Inquire with the person who made the shirt. There's also no Tegu on here, so I'm personally offended. I don't even know. Is this supposed to be a bearded dragon? He is happy, whatever he is, but I don't know what it is. It's your boy. Cockatiels for life. Have you ever had a letdown trying to adopt an animal? Yes, I have. Recently, I was trying to adopt a pigeon before... Tyler Ruggie is another pet YouTuber. I thought you were in one of his videos. I've actually never heard of him before. Hold on. Oh, wait, someone asked about service dog in training is half German Shepherd, half Chow. How do you have any tips on making her more social? First question is, how old is she? Then we'll go from there. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on. Probably like 20 minutes. Where did I get the shirt? I got it on Etsy. The animals either stay alive forever or stay alive for a few days. I know, there's no in between. And there's no, like, natural, like, old death, I feel like, when it comes to rescuing animals. It's always, like, I'm at the vet, and it's, like, last resort. Well, then again, it's usually within, like, the first couple of days of me getting it. So. Okay, what was I? The bird preen, he clean. What time is it where you live? It is 8:48 p.m. It's almost 2 where you live. A.m. or p.m.? Sure, I'll take your free spin if you don't want it. How long do dogs stay alive? It really depends. Some dogs only live like 5 to 6 years if you're getting like an English bulldog, which, I mean, they can live longer than that, but like real short. Or like Great Danes have short lifespans, or like you get into like Border Collies that can live like 20 years. So it really just depends. Cockatiels for life. Thanks for the likes. I never see you on Amino. I haven't been on Amino recently because I've been really busy with just my own stress. What was I answering earlier about something? Oh, getting let down with an animal. I was trying to adopt a pigeon before I went to the pigeon breeder. And this was like my last straw because I had been trying to adopt a pigeon for like a long time. Willy Creature, thank you for the bars. And I called this woman who had her on Craigslist and she seemed like she really super cared. Ellie, thank you for the likes. And it was so upsetting because I talked to her on the phone for like an hour and 5 minutes, literally. And she said a whole lot of nothing to me about the pigeon. I had to like keep inquiring about the pigeon, but she kept talking to me about like how she was going to sue her dentist for like messing up her teeth and how she loves buying plants. And if we were friends, she would max out my credit card on buying plants. And it was just like, I was like, I really just want to know about your pigeon. And so anyway, at the end of the conversation, I texted her and we set up a time, or like I was like, text me back and let me know what a good time is. She never texted back. And then I was like, what the heck? I called her later on that night, like 9 hours later or something. I was like, hey, not sure if you're getting my texts, but give me a call back. The next morning I called her. I was like, hi, are we still meeting today? And she like hung up on me. And I was like, okay, this is clear that she is like not interested anymore. So I just let it go. And I went to the pigeon breeder because, but even if I would have gotten that pigeon, I would have had to go and get another pigeon from a breeder because, you know, they were like really social. But I don't really regret what I did because these pigeons are really social because I've obviously raised them. Yeah, anyway. But I ended up texting her, like I texted her on my work number, and she ended up texting me back like 3 days ago, and she's like, the pigeon is still available. And I was like, screw you. You had to put your dog down last week. I'm sorry. I like Pomeranians and Corgis a lot. I do know Taylor Nicole Dean. I've watched some of her videos. 5 to 20 years. There's a range. It depends on the breed. Have you seen the new thing about, is calcium actually good for crested geckos? I am not sure. I don't think I've seen that, actually. Paige, let me know. Fill me in where I can read about it. You have a pit bull. I love pit bulls. Oh, hold on. You were in Idaho with no service all day. That's okay. All the pet stuff is giving me major anxiety. Yes, I feel. I also have major anxiety. You're going to send me a cool foil ball that just looks cool. Sounds good. I love it. My favorite song. I don't really have one right now, to be completely honest. Do I have one? I don't really think I have one. Everything by Water Parks. Do you feel bad about feeding mice to your reptiles? I used to, but now I don't because I understand that they need to eat too. So it's just this big old circle of life. I will do anything to get a corgi. I want to show corgis in the future. Like, I wanted to show Pembrokes. I was going to before, but I didn't have the time for it, nor did I, like, was I in the right place to get another dog, or show someone else's dog, or travel around everywhere when I had all my animals. So maybe in the future I'll do it, but who knows. The best rodent in your opinion? I think rats are the best. Do you know who Afroherp Keeper is? He's a chill dude to talk to and a reptile YouTuber. Yes, I do know who he is. He seems to take pretty good care of his animals. Calcium is never bad for crested geckos. It's always good to dust their insects. Yeah, I dust my insects, and I actually put extra calcium in the calcium and D3 in like the Pangea powder too. What kind of music is water parks? They're like pop punk, like really, you know, what the sad emo teens listen to, but I'm down with that. I don't think I'm guesting tonight. I'll probably get off in like 15 minutes because I need to go to work. Maybe I'll get off before that. I don't really know. I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Hello? Hello? Am I frozen? No one's speaking, so it makes me... Okay, cool. Pumpkin's good. Pumpkin is now with someone else who has mice. She's like getting incorporated into another thing because Thimble was just released. But yes. Pumpkin's doing good with her new mice friends. What time do I get back? I'll be back at like, well, I have to leave, and this house, I don't know why I took this job, but the house is like 45 minutes away, so I'll be back at like 12. Leopard Gecko, her videos are great. She was here earlier. I don't know if she still is, but like, it gave me a notification that she was here. Pumpkin was my mouse. You're not frozen, just let it go, guys. The pigeon's names. This is Cooper. Right? Hi, Coop. Hi, Coop. Hi, Coop. And then the other one doesn't have a name yet, because I just got it. Like, not a couple days ago. Well, yeah, a couple days ago. Yeah. I would show, maybe I'll show her, I don't know. I have to wash my hands afterwards, because I don't like touching them, like, when they're in the same thing. Do you guys want to see the other pigeon? I'll get her, but I have to, or him, I don't know. But I have to wash my hands afterwards. And they can't interact, so. Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. I'll go get her. Here she is. Here's the other baby pigeon. She's itty bitty. You can kind of see her coloring. Yes. Very, very cute. She's still being hand-fed, but she really, really hates me. Like, really, really, really hates me. But I guess Cooper hated me in the beginning, too, so. Are you a good pigeon? Are you glad I didn't name you Squabbert? Yeah? Me too. She's 3 weeks old. Yep. So Cooper is literally only a week. Well, no. Are you 5 weeks old now? What's today? He's like 5 weeks old now. Wow! You're so old, you're a big bird. And yeah, so like 2 weeks older than her. Yeah. I did have another pigeon, but she passed away because she had an abnormal liver. Like, she was born with an abnormal liver, so she ended up passing away. What do you feed your pigeons? I will show you in just a second. I don't want to stress her out. I'm going to go put her back and wash my hands, so enjoy Cooper sitting there if you can see him. His butt, maybe? Here, baby. I know, I assaulted you by picking you up. I'm so sorry. 1 second, Coop. 1 second, buddy. Okay. Hello. Okay. I feed. You were doing yoga? Were you really? Without me? He's like, you can't bend. What are you doing? Cooper, what's up? What? Okay. Um, I feed Harrison's high potency pellets and then 2 different types of seed mixes for pigeons. You can probably, I don't know. I'm really picky with my names, but if you want to leave name suggestions, feel free. Cooper Burb Queen. You worked with the hyacinth macaw that died? That's so sad. Oh my gosh. What made me want pigeons? I just really, really, really love them. I don't really know even why, but it's like the same thing with rats. I was like, these are just the greatest things ever, and they have been. They've been even better than I expected them to be, and they've just been like the absolute perfect bird for me. I had a pigeon that I rehabilitated last summer named Pidgey, so I can't name it Pidgey, but I would have. Freya. I like that. My friend has a cat named Freya, but I really like that name. You have a mouse, but my other 2 killed it because they're jerks. When did you get Cooper? Mice can be jerks, for sure. I got Cooper, 3 weeks ago now. I got him when he was 2 weeks old. I got him at the same age that I got this other one. And he was 2 weeks old. And she's 3 weeks old. And I've had her for almost a week. Burb. Pidgeot. Wait, I like that. Hold on. I'm writing that one down. I really like pun names. Like, that's like my favorite thing ever. Squishy. Are pigeons smarter than doves? Yes. Doves, I feel like, are lacking in the brain department, but pigeons are definitely pretty intelligent. You found a crow chick and you never found out if it made it. I love crows and ravens. Freckle. I was thinking like something like Freckle. Originally I was thinking like Pebbles or something, but then I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna feel really bad if I don't name it a pun name, but at the same time she's so pretty that I feel like she deserves something more. I don't know. Pridget. If you could go outside, or I could go outside and hold a piece of bread and you would be assaulted by a pack of geese. I really like geese too. Like my favorite, like birds, like that I would want to like own. I really like Canadian geese. If you hatch them from an egg, apparently they're really super sweet. Geese, pigeons, and seagulls. So 3 birds that people absolutely hate. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Huh? So good. Smarter dove. How old am I? I'm 19. Pidgeotto. Yeah, there's Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, and Pidgey. The Wolf Girl, thank you so much for the bars. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're fantastic. I appreciate you a whole lot. You're walking out of Petco. Wait, what? Oh, a raven followed your car? Oh my gosh. They're so smart and they're so pretty. Ugh. Black animals are like my weakness. They're so pretty. And they call their slang words pigeon. Oh my gosh, pigeon, really? It's funny. I miss Hawaii. I went there like 2 years ago. At two. That was a total joke. I don't even know where I got 2 from. I was like 12. So maybe that's where I got the 2 from, but it's been a long time. But I went there and it was like the best vacation ever. I like your glasses. Thanks, they help me see. If you come up with another pun name, where can you message me? You can message me on my Snapchat. It's Walk the Moo. I think it's in the description or somewhere on YouNow. I don't know. It's in my bio, in my profile. Or Twitter, which I think is also in my bio. Or like comment on YouTube. Or I mean, technically you could DM me on Instagram, but I never check those. Or just comment. Do you like Mexican Black Kingmaker? I like Mexican Black King Snakes, yes. Maybe one day I'll have one, but right now, no. Your cockatiel. Your cockatiel learned how to say boy. It was an accident. That's so funny. Make it do like the hand motion, like it's so funny. I am moving, yes. Spectacles. Jess, thank you for the likes. Your grandma lived in Hawaii for 10 years and never invited you. That's so sad. They're so good. Do you like anime? Are you a weed? Probably a weeb. I'm not really a huge fan of anime. I used to like try to get into it, but I never really got like full into it. So, I like. Did you poop? What was that sound? Okay. I really like SpongeBob. That's not anime, but hey. I do like Arizona. My brother lives there. I will check my Twitter in a second. I don't have my phone real close. Why and how are you getting your animals to come with you? Alicia, thank you for the bars. Why? Because I think I'm old enough that I should probably move out of my parents' house, or at least try to move out of my parents' house for the first time. And I'm taking all of my animals except for my cat, which is technically the family cat. So, I think I'm not bringing my dogs right away, just so I can get my schedule under control. But all of them are coming with me, except for the cat. Candy cane or gold mine. Goodbye, Sam. You probably won't be on when I come, or I probably won't be on when you come back. Oh, you're back. Never mind. Hi, welcome back. Do you think taxidermy? Pigeon Ginny. Ginny. I don't think taxidermy is creepy and grotesque, personally. I have not owned guinea pigs before. Not Romeo, no. It'll be really sad for me because Romeo, honestly, has been one of the best animals I've ever owned. And we have like a really good bond, but the bond between him and my mom is crazy. And they spend like a lot of time together. And also, Romeo's work that he does at the nursing home. Goodbye, Techno Tiffy Fish. Thank you for coming. The work that he does at the nursing home with the patients of the nursing home is just like amazing, and he loves doing it, and the nursing home loves him. Everyone there loves him. And just to take him away from that, just for me to have him, you know, would be so selfish of me, I feel like. So, he's gonna live it up here. Felicia, Snow, Stratus, Gemin. Like Jenny and Pigeon. I'll have to think about it. I've been pondering over this pigeon's name for the past week. Would you ever go to the Hamburg Reptile Expo in PA? I'm hopefully going in April for the second time. I probably will. I wanted to go this year, but I don't know if it'll happen anymore, but maybe. Might happen this year. How long will you be streaming? Not for much longer. What did you say? Something. How are you going to afford to do that? I'm going to work. I have a job and I have a lot of money saved. I've been saving for like a pretty long time just to have extra money. Even if I wanted to move now, I could, but I'm waiting a little bit longer. So that way I have even more money. I really like flying on planes, but it also makes me kind of anxious because I have anxiety. That's the one you go to, or the Philly one. I used to live, like, you know, by there. So I miss living in the Philadelphia area. I do like the name Charlotte. It's pretty. Pidgelet. She hasn't, well, I don't really know if she'll eat a lot of food yet because she's being hand-fed. So she eats what I put down her throat. It's a half an hour from your house. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know how far it would have been from my house. I lived in Westchester. Or I guess technically, if anybody knows where, like, West Grove is, more specifically, but I was born in Westchester. My brother lives in Phoenix, too. I am moving with people. I'm moving with 2 people. Nice bird in the background. Thanks. Oh, he's a good one. The name Dapple. I feel like I've... Dapple. Oh, I was thinking Snapple. I was like, what does that sound like to me? I just love having anxiety. Did you do any voluntary work when you were a kid? I'm 13 and I'm about to start working at canine hydrotherapy. That sounds so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I started working with a dog rescue, like as soon as I turned, was it 12 or 13? Or I guess a domestic rescue, whatever. And I still, like, volunteer with them. So I've been volunteering with them for, like, a really long time. You're from Easton, yeah. I know where that is. stop joking about anxiety. I don't know who you're talking about if you're talking about me, but I use humor to cope with things. If anyone knows anxiety, I do, because, well, that sounds rude, but like, I definitely know what it's like to have anxiety. I left school because of it. Boy, if you don't. I thought having 7 animals was hard, but you have like 22. Is it hard to have all of those animals? It can be hard on enclosure cleaning days, but other than like enclosure cleaning days, as long as you space the enclosure cleaning days properly, it's not that hard. But I'm also at home most of the day, so it doesn't seem like a lot of work because I space it out across like the whole day. Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't seem that hard to me, but if I was in school, it would be way too much to deal with. How often do you clean? I clean enclosures. Well, it just depends. The pigeons' enclosures get done. They get spot cleaned every day. The snakes' cages get spot cleaned when they poop, and then they get full clean once or twice a week. It just depends on like if it's dirty. Like if it's dirty and I notice it's dirty, I'll clean it. But obviously, if it like isn't dirty, then I won't because they poop. Like once a week. Anyway, so they get cleaned, and then the snakes with substrate, like the snakes with paper towels, get cleaned whenever they poop. And then the snakes with substrate get spot cleaned whenever they poop. And then the crested gecko tank doesn't get cleaned because I almost never see poop because it's bioactive. The snail's tank, I just have to wipe down the glass, so I do that every couple days. My crested gecko is really good about not pooping on the glass, thank goodness. And then the rat cage gets cleaned every 2 days completely. And then tegu cage gets spot cleaned whenever I see that they pooped, and then all of their bedding gets changed out like every, I don't know, I want to say like, I do it like twice a year, and they hibernate for like 6 months, so what is that, every 3 months ish. So like I do it like midsummer, and then again before they like go down. And then I don't know if I already said this, the pigeons get spot cleaned every day, and then like completely cleaned every like 2 days. You've actually been thinking about rehoming your more unintelligent animals just so you have more time to work with your dogs, cats, rabbits, and monitors. Yeah, whatever you have to do. I've thought about that like a couple of times, but I feel like it doesn't, the amount of unintelligent animals that I have, or animals that you can't really handle, like, like the frogs and the snails I don't handle, like the roaches, they don't take up enough time for it to affect the amount of time that I spend with my more intelligent animals that need interaction. I was homeschooled. I'm not staying in the same state, but I'm staying sort of close. You do volunteer work at an aquatic kingdom aquarium, and I'm 13. That's exciting. How old do you have to be to start pet sitting? I'm 10. You can be any age to start pet sitting as long as you're doing it yourself, but to like do it with the program that I'm doing, you have to be 18. You're going to check Craigslist and see what animal ads they have. Hopefully you'll still be streaming in 10 minutes. I don't know if I will be. But have fun. Be safe. Craigslist is scary. Do you find it easier to make your rats food at home or buy it at a store? I buy, like their base mix, like their pellet mix. Pellet. It's not called pellet. Lab blocks. Like, they eat oxbow, so it's like lab blocks, kind of, at the store, and then I just make, like the fruits and vegetables at home. It'd probably help your family stop calling you a hoarder. Oh no. Yeah, that's like one of the worst things that you can be called technically, but as long as like as long as all of your animals are being taken care of and it's like not over your head, but obviously if it's over your head, then you should probably rehome things. Wait, Emily, what do you want to know? I'm confused. You want a frog, but your dad won't let you get them because they're loud. My frogs have never been loud, but I've only had female frogs, so Hawaii is awesome, but it's illegal to own most exotic species. Yeah, and like import and export's hard because it's an island. I know what Crufts is, but I feel like probably not a lot of Americans do. I'm just kind of like up in the dog scene because I show my dogs, so I know what Crufts is. Yes. Gracie, thank you for the likes. Oh my gosh. Your mom calls your room a zoo and calls me a zookeeper. That's cute. If you could have any pet in the world, what would it be? I think I have all of the pets I want, honestly. It'd probably be like pigeons, tegus, and yeah, pigeons and tegus were like my dream, you know? Gracie, thank you for the bars. You're so great. You guys keep dropping hints in the stream about moving. Oh, yeah. Wait, who? Not just me. Gracie, thank you for the bars. You are so fantastic. I appreciate you. And Cooper. Cooper appreciates you too. He's just preening. Where? That's the wrong side. He's been so sassy the past couple of days. Do you want love? That's a good bird. Goodbye, cockatiels for life. How old is Cooper? He's 5 weeks old. Al Bradley, thank you for following me and everything. My favorite type of animal that I own right now is probably the pigeons, honestly. They're very rewarding so far. And my dogs. You know, I really like my dogs. You, Tyler, and Jordan have all said stuff. You have really good memory. See, my memory is just very, very bad. Am I sure Cooper is a boy? I am not sure Cooper is a boy. Jess, you can pet sit at any age, as long as people will hire you. Do you think pedigree dogs or crossbred dogs are better being show dogs? I think pedigree dogs are better at doing conformation, because they're the only ones who can. But I don't think really necessarily, I think crossbred dogs can be good too. I just think border collies were kind of like designed to do like dog sports and stuff, so they tend to excel in it. But crossbred dogs can be really, really good too. Like my dog Brandy, we used to do a lot of agility, and she's not fast, but she loves doing it, and she's good at it, so. I have taken care of a bunny. I used to have bunnies. Am I going to get a different cat when I move? No, I will not. Just because I have my animals, and my cat is very keen on trying to kill them, so I want it to be safe for my animals and not have to worry about another cat like trying to hunt them down or whatever at the new house. You saw an ad on Craigslist with 5 leopard geckos in sand, and I'm literally debating on emailing these people. It's crazy because people don't know. It's so upsetting. Do I have experience with showbred dogs, and is it normal for them to be less intelligent? I do have experience with showbred dogs. I don't know if I've ever noticed them being less intelligent, though. Necessarily. But I also work with border collies, so it's hard because they're very intelligent normally. Ryan, thank you for the likes. Would it be hard to raise a fuzzy mouse on formula? If you don't know what you're doing, then yes, it probably will be hard to raise one. It's pretty hard to raise mice in general. Yeah, it probably would be hard because you have to wake up every 2 hours. Your dog chases her tail on her back. Is that normal? Probably. My dog does some strange things when she's laying on her back. You don't recommend pet sitting for strangers until 18. I would really say avoid it. It's hard when you get into like legal stuff, like if something were to happen, but if you have your parents with you, it's probably not that big of as big of a deal. But if you can pet sit for like family and stuff, or family friends, then it's a little bit different. Francisca? Wow, hope that's right. Thanks for the likes. Your friend's neighbor has a dog that had puppies. They kept a male puppy, and a year later the male made the mom pregnant. Oh no, that's awful. They see things like that in Petco and PetSmart, and then they think that's what big places are doing, then they copy it. It's really bad for animals. Yeah, because pet stores keep animals like together, even if they're supposed to be alone. So, and also some of the care guides at pet stores. Well, all of the care guides at pet stores are, you know, at least wrong in some way. You just scared the heck out of me. I don't know if anyone saw that. He was tapping on the window. And, like, making tapping sounds, and I thought someone was, like, outside the window tapping, and I was like, ah-ha-ha. Ella, you could always go for it. Just get, like, a mouse from a feeder bin. Just make sure you keep them warm. Feeding them from, like, a paintbrush works well. Obviously, I make, like, little syringes, because I do, like, the wildlife rehab thing, so it's much easier with the syringes. But don't be hard on yourself if it dies, because it's hard to do. Oh, I'm lost in what conversation. What is going on? Yeah, I'm totally lost, Mitchell. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, at Paige. Okay, I was like, I really have no idea what you're talking about. Why don't people, instead of killing animals at slaughterhouses, just wait for them to live a full life and then eat them when they die? Yeah, that's basically it. And I think like the nutritional value of them as they get older like deteriorates or something. Something like that, or like they don't taste good when they're older. I don't know. It was something like that. Is there a way to get like bars and send you money without paying real money? Yeah, the free spin thing you can get like once every 24 hours. If you click the free spin, you get a chance to win stuff for me, and that can give me money to support my animals. Like saying, like Petco saying an adult ball python can thrive in a 20-gallon tank. My ball python trouser, if she was in a 20-gallon tank, she would be miserable. You could pet sit your neighbor. You could pet sit your neighbor. They have the cutest dog. I don't know if I know any scary stories, honestly. Ow. You're doing a project on animal educators. How could I contact you for an interview-ish thing? If you want to, obviously. I have a business email that you could probably reach. Well, I mean, you can reach me through it. That's for like that kind of stuff. It's on my YouTube, but it's just maddiesmith.business@gmail.com. And if you email me there, I will email you back. A Petco customer came into PetSmart I work at and said that Petco told her you warm soak a beardy because they absorb water through their skin. Huh. I would soak my bearded dragon for like shed purposes, but also my bearded dragon almost never showed interest in the water bowl. So when I put it into the like bath, the running water, it like drank when it was in there. Will you be streaming every Friday? I'm not sure. Probably not. I'm gonna end in 3 minutes. How much do you get per bar? I think it's like I get $1 for every 139 bars. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Something like that. You pet sit your neighbor's psycho cat 2 to 4 times a year. Yes, Paige, thank you. I appreciate you. Skin and scales are waterproof, yeah. Except for frogs. Yes, I have done merch. I just did merch like recently. It closed. Well, I just actually shipped out all of my merch like a week and a half ago or something. But yeah, have you seen the video where a person throws a blueberry in the floor and the beardy runs after it? Yes, I've seen that. He went so fast. I've never seen a bearded dragon move like that before. Maybe all the bearded dragons I've had were just really super lazy, but holy moly. Your brother got a bearded dragon from Petco and it died in a month and it was a baby. Yeah, it's hard with, I don't know. There's like, I don't know if you ever heard of yellow fungus, but with big things like that, you just never know. Why are cats scared of cucumbers? I think I've read somewhere that's because like they resemble snakes or something and it like startles the cat because they're like snake or something. I don't even know. Maybe it's not that, but I've seen that somewhere. Your local exotic shop has a huge pixie frog. He's so cute. I cry. Tyler's pixie frog is so adorable. I love pixie frogs so much. You're contemplating applying at your local Petco to make sure the animals get the proper care they need. I want to do that, but also at the same time, I think that you like strictly have to follow their care requirements. But if you have like a cool enough boss that like knows that you know what you're doing, you might be able to get by with it. But I'm pretty sure they probably have also inspections on how the animals are being treated. But who knows, honestly, because do pet stores really care? Probably not. Hello, Danielle. Have you got hedgehogs and do you want them? I have not had hedgehogs. I don't really have a desire to have them. I think they're really cute, but I wouldn't mind like, having one eventually, but it's not just like on the top of the list of the things that I would want to get, if that makes sense. I think they're really super cute, but they just don't. I'm not a huge fan of like mammals in general. I feel like I really just like I like my reptiles a lot. The bosses at mine don't follow the rules themselves. We're supposed to wait for approval to take them to the vet, but we just take them right away. See, that's good. That's good. I think our PetSmart around here is like that too. Because I used to work at the vet in the back of the PetSmart, and we would always take, like, if there was a new shipment of animals that came in, we would just, like, take the animals in and, like, check them over before they went out on the floor. Any sea creature or sea animal besides a turtle, what would it be? A dolphin. Obviously, it's unrealistic, but I really like dolphins, and I don't think they should be kept in captivity, but hey, I really like them. So, yeah, I wouldn't keep one, but I just like dolphins. You should do a video like Erin's Animals did, where she said what animals she'd really like, and if she can't have them, then why she can't. That is a good idea. Alright, guys, I'm going to get off because I've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. I said I would only be on here for an hour, but thank you for coming, and I'll stream again. Hopefully, I'll film tonight, but, you know, who knows, honestly. At this point, but thank you for coming. I love all of you very much. Goodbye.